Hey everybody, my name is Asian Psycho, and today I'm bringing you guys another special review. This time it's going to be on the second newest gun that has been added to the Combat Arms arsenal via the all-new MYST N Plus case, or whatever it's called. And that's going to be called the AR-15 Double Barrel. This is basically an M4 variant, but it's heavily modified so that it basically has two barrels, which means you can fire two bullets at once every time you fire. It's kind of tricky how this gun works, but I'll explain it later on as the review progresses. But first of all, just a general background and the stats first, as always. So, like I said, you can only obtain this from the MYST N Plus case. It's very rare, so the likelihood of you getting this is pretty low. But if you do get it, then you're pretty lucky because this thing is an absolute monster. It's probably one of the, well, I guess you could call it the strongest assault rifle right now. But you know, as I said, guns are always perceptive, or it's always perception based, you know. So the AR-15 is indeed extremely strong. Whether or not it's the best, it's up to you. It's up to your own judgment, but it is definitely not something you should just mess around with. This is pretty much epic tier, now that I think about it. So, anyways, let's move on to the statistics of the AR-15 double barrel. Damage on the double barrel is only a 36. Now I'll go back to talking about the damage rating because it's not really 36, but for now we'll just leave it at 36. So you know we have something to work off of. Portability is at a 65, so it just makes it as portable as the M16A4 Firebug and 1 point less portable than the M416 CQB. If you guys want a good reference point, rate of fire is at a 75, and it says on the Combat Arms main page, or the MYST N page where they talk about the AR-15, that it says double shot, and I'll explain that later on as well. But for now, the fire rate is at a 75, which makes its rate of fire on par with the M460 or the M16A4 Firebug. So you see that the stats are pretty similar already. The accuracy on the double barrel is at an 81, so it has the same accuracy as the what's an M4 variant that has the same one? I want to say SOHPMod? I could be wrong, but anyways, it's got an 81 accuracy, which at first seems pretty low, but still pretty good. I mean, the M4A1 is an extremely accurate rifle, and even then it only has 80 accuracy, so accuracy is better than it looks. Recoil is at a very, very hefty 75. Now, the reason for this is, again, I'll explain later, but just to put this in perspective, the G36E has a 67 recoil, and the AK-47 has a 70 recoil. So for an assault rifle to have 75 recoil is pretty insane. It's like having machine gun-like recoil, but it's understandable once you know, or hopefully it'll become understandable once I try to explain what this gun is all about. So recoil is extremely heavy on this thing. Ammunition count seems relatively normal at 30 rounds per magazine and 90 in reserve. Unfortunately, the AR-15 double barrel is not able to be modified very much. You can only attach scopes on it. Well, that's all you really need for an assault rifle anyway. But because of its special muzzle, I mean, like I said, it has two barrels, so that means that it has two muzzles. You can't really put a silencer on one of them, right? So it doesn't really make sense. So you can't you can't attach silencers or suppressors. You can't attach magazine modifications, because if you do, then that means you're gonna have to modify both magazines, which doesn't really make sense on an AR-15. So the only thing, like I said, the only thing you can modify with the AR-15 double barrel is the kind of optical attachment that you want to put on this thing. So now that we've got those things out of the way, let me go ahead and explain to you just how weird of a gun the AR-15 double barrel is. Like the description says, the AR-15 double barrel has two barrels, you know, as the name suggests. What you're doing basically is you're firing two bullets at once. The ammunition count, it really isn't 30 out of 120 or 30 out of 90. Sorry, it's actually 60 out of 180, which makes this gun technically have the most amount of ammo out of basically any weapon in the game. Because, like I said, this gun has two barrels, so what you're doing is you're firing two bullets at once. Every time you fire, two bullets come out of the barrel. That's technically what it's doing. Therefore, it really doesn't have a damage rating of 36. Instead, I'd have to say it has a damage rating of up to like 48 or 49-ish. It's ridiculous, and because of this feature, the damage, like I said, isn't really 36, and on top of that, the damage drop-off is very minimal. I think this might be the only assault rifle in the game that may have little to no damage drop off. It has a little bit. I have confirmed that it does have a little bit, but it's really, really hard to notice the damage drop off on this thing because you're putting 2 bullets into someone. That's really bad for whoever you're shooting. No matter what range you're at, the double barrel will make short work of them, guaranteed. One caveat to this is the fact that during the weapons testing, I will leave the weapons testing feature later on at the end of this video or at the end of this review after the gameplay, but you will notice in that segment of weapons testing that it does seem like the AR-15 double barrel is highly affected by body multipliers, or what part of the body you're shooting at. You'll notice in that segment that I'm shooting at the guy all the way across Junkfleet, or it's not really that far compared to other maps, but as far as we can get it to. And it seemed like the first bullet dealt like 33 damage, which is basically consistent among all ranges, like close range, middle range, long range. First bullet to the chest always deals 33 damage. I understand that my target was wearing a recon vest, which may have screwed up the weapons testing, but I mean, a lot of people wear light vest and recon vest anyway, so let's just say it's accurate. And it seemed like the third, fourth, fifth shot I took hit him in like the side of the chest, like maybe the hip or something like that, and it only dealt like 13 or so damage, which kind of confuses me because I've never seen an assault rifle with weirder hitbox or body multipliers as that. But you can generally assume this gun to be a 3 to 4 shot kill at any range, which makes this probably one of the deadliest guns in the game overall. So yeah, that's what's going on with the AR-15 double barrel. You're shooting 2 bullets at once, people are going to die. Other than that, that's moving on to the fire rate. That's why it says double shot, because technically speaking, you're firing 2 bullets at once. So even though it doesn't have a built-in fire rate, like a fire rate changer. Like you can't set this to like double shot like the AN94. It's basically on like double shot all the time. It's on both on full auto and double shot, because you're always going to be firing 2 bullets at once because it has 2 barrels. Just makes sense. So there you go. The AR-15 double barrel is a really, really lethal gun, and on top of that, the recoil is at a 75 because you're firing 2 bullets at once. If you're firing 2 bullets at once, the recoil will stack upon each other, and that'll give you that really, really heavy recoil that the AR-15 double barrel does feature. It's not as bad. The hipfire spread itself isn't really bad. I think it's tighter than the G36E's maximum spread, but the recoil kickback is even higher than the AK-47 and the AN94's. That's a pretty remarkable feat to accomplish, seeing that the AN94 has one of the heaviest recoils in the game amongst assault rifles. So the AR-15 double barrel does take a little bit of time to get used to, and especially the tap fire. It's not the best you can tap fire with this gun. It's just the gun tends to over tap fire a lot. It doesn't jam. It doesn't really jam per se because the rate of fire is high enough to allow for a really rapid tap fire. It's just your scope when you're tap firing is just gonna go all over the place, and it's not really good for a tap firing gun, but it's doable. And combined with the fact that you'll drop anyone within 3 to 4 to 5 bullets easy. Yeah, tap firing. The recoil isn't really a factor. An important one anyway, because you're going to kill people in 3, 4, 5 bullets anyway. What's the use of caring about the recoil much? So that's it for the review on the AR-15 double barrel. Like I said, easily one of the best guns in the game, right here. It's easily, one can even argue this could be the best one. And as for its balance in this game, I don't know. For now, I want to say it's balanced because the heavy recoil will throw you off sometimes, but its damage is really, really high, and I expect Nexon to nerf this somewhat in the future, but it's NX rare, so I don't know if they will, but who knows. For now, though, all I know is the fact that the AR-15 double barrel just tears through people. That's for sure. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the review on the AR-15 double barrel, and I'll see you guys later. ゆっくりしてってね。